We have no idea what Patrick Mahomes on the road in the playoffs looks like. He's never done it. This will be the first time. It's going to be cold. It's going to be loud.
Buffalo Bills are sustaining their underdog mentality versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
We've seen how much Patrick has benefited from home playoff games. Now the script is flipped on him. How much do you think that impacts?
And as we heard Chris Brown and Mike Mayock talk about this matchup, the first time Patrick Mahomes in his career is playing on the road in the playoffs, the Buffalo Bills get them at home at our stadium, coupled with Vegas having the Buffalo Bills as favorites. Since we haven't been favorites for the past month here, we are used to having this gritty mentality going into the game. Now, as Mike Mayock discusses here that the Buffalo Bills are favorites, right? There's a mentality change, but the facts are the Buffalo Bills are still sustaining this underdog mentality because, number one, Kansas City Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a freak of nature quarterback. And don't forget that the Buffalo Bills had our game postponed last week. Therefore, the Kansas City Chiefs have had extra time to prepare against Bills Mafia. On One Bills Live, Ryan Leaf specifically states that no one knows what Patrick Mahomes looks like on the road in the playoffs. No one knows how he's going to be reacting to this game. But the Buffalo Bills are depleted in our secondary. And in my previous video, we discussed how Greg Rousseau, AJ Epinesa, they understand the importance of this defensive line helping the secondary.
Their front four, without help from secondary or linebacker push, they've got to dominate the pass game.
The back end of this defense, knowing that we need to sustain a high level of pass rush on Patrick Mahomes so that they have to get the ball out quickly. The longer that Patrick Mahomes can hold on to that football, the longer this depleted secondary needs to play in coverage, and it will create space for the Chiefs receivers.
I like their chances because of how deep the defensive line is and how they can rotate. I mean, heck, Von Miller was the one coming and rushing the ends at the very end of the game after sitting on the sideline all game long. Quan Jones being back, I think that's a huge deal. That allowed for Ed Oliver, I think, to make a real impact.
Eric Washington specifically stating that they need to take away the pocket from Patrick Mahomes, and they need to do their part this week to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes, whether it's in the interior, on the outside. We need to collapse that pocket and make Patrick Mahomes feel that pressure. Ryan Leaf, Eric Washington, and Mike Mayock all stating that the Buffalo Bills need to have a top-tier pass rush on Patrick Mahomes. And sure enough, the Buffalo Bills have Ed Oliver, Leonard Floyd, one of the best defensive lines collectively in the NFL during the 2023 season. And Ryan Leaf even mentioning the overall size of some of these players on this defensive line, including AJ Epinesa, Greg Rousseau, Leonard Floyd. These guys are all 6'5", 6'6", getting the hands up in the air, batting Patrick Mahomes' ball in the air, intercepting him in the past, and doing this quite often in the past. And we discussed it being at home here in Buffalo. Patrick Mahomes is not going to be able to utilize a hard count. So the Bills' defensive line is going to predictably guess that snap and get a good jump on the ball. Yes, that first matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs only a month ago, they were without Isaiah Pacheco.
Very physical, very downhill type runner, contact balance, he'll break tackles, he protects the football. We talk about taking the football away. He's done an outstanding job protecting the football. We can't be overzealous in trying to get the ball away from him and end up missing tackles.
And when you look at his overall playing style, he really is a shifty, agile, speedier type back, but he is very physical as well. Just like James Cook. James Cook is a very small, agile, fast running back, but he's very gritty, he's very physical, and always fighting for extra yards. You really have to make sure that you gang tackle him and bring him down. Eric Washington even mentioned that he does not fumble the football, and we've seen the Buffalo Bills be absolutely prolific in turning the ball over and force fumbles and interceptions. We need to make sure when Pacheco is running with it that we are sound with our fundamentals in tackling and not necessarily trying to strip the football. Because if we go for the strip, he's fully capable of shedding that tackle and going for more. I really think maintaining and sustaining this underdog mentality, maintaining this fact that we've had our backs up against the wall and that under Sean McDermott calling plays the first time in Buffalo he's been calling plays, that he has proved the difference between Leslie Frazier and him, that the Buffalo Bills, with their backs up against the wall, are going to go down swinging. And hearing players like Greg Rousseau, Mitch Morris, who played for the Kansas City Chiefs in the past, and A.J. Epinesa, all speaking about this rivalry and how important it is to the Buffalo Bills. A.J. Epinesa, being from St. Louis, even saying like this game means even more to him, saying because the St. Louis Rams left town, everyone in the area has become Chiefs fans. As fans going to the game, we need to be the loudest that we've ever been. We need to make the NFL hear our pain this season. Everyone discounting us since falling to 6-6. The Buffalo Bills have prevailed each and every single game. From the hit piece to Sean McDermott and everyone thinking that the Bills should fire Sean McDermott and all of this other drama surrounding the Buffalo Bills and Stephon Diggs, we need to carry all of this baggage, all of the non-believers and the hate into this game and use it for our motivation to beat Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Spagano, and the Chiefs. It's easy to get caught up in the relationship between Kansas City Chiefs and Buffalo Bills fans, but at the end of the day, this is a rivalry. Even with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes being friendly off the field, playing golf together off the field, we need to put this all to the side for this game and fight like we've never fought before. Can taste this AFC championship, and I think there's a chance that Houston could very well beat the Ravens, which means the AFC championship game would be here in Buffalo. How fitting for a season that everyone thought was flushed down the toilet. Don't forget Von Miller's getting healthy.
I'm back. I'm back to feeling like my old self.
And don't forget Daquan Jones is back for the Bills, who was not there in that first matchup for the Kansas City Chiefs. The pairing between Linval Joseph and Daquan Jones, an immovable, icy snowbank stuffing Isaiah Pacheco at that line of scrimmage. And the other obstacle we have to overcome is the referee grouping here with Sean Hockley after he ripped us off versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Absolutely horrible, but guess what, Sean Hockley? You are in Buffalo. There's likely going to be snow in the seats, so you better duck if you make any wrong calls. But I appreciate you guys all so much. If you enjoyed this video, you would support me by hitting like, consider subscribing, releasing videos each and every single day. Actually, 80% of my viewers are not subscribed. I really think you guys see my videos posted every day and you think you are subscribed. So just check the button there. If you want to consider subscribing, hit like, subscribe. Also check the links in the description. We got the Buffalo Chicken Wing merch. It is flying off the shelves. So many purchases the past couple months. You guys are all awesome. We have different sizes. We have different styles too. We have a Zoombaz style, but hoodies, long sleeves, small through 5XL with free shipping. We got red, black, blue, gray. So I definitely appreciate you guys all so much. This game is going to be absolutely wild. The first time Patrick Mahomes is playing in the playoffs, a road game, playoff game for Patrick Mahomes, but we need to maintain this attitude and sustain this underdog mentality. But I truly appreciate you guys. Hit like and subscribe, and go Bills.